Live. Local 2 News at 6 starts now.
Glad you're with us on a Friday afternoon. I'm Chris Long.
And I'm Brooke Berry.
Time now on a Friday for our newsmaker of the day. Indian Wells, the smallest of our valley cities, probably the wealthiest, according to Wikipedia. In fact, the highest proportion of millionaires of any municipality in the country. And despite difficult economic times around the country, Indian Wells actually reporting a small surplus of city revenue this year, despite declines in tourism to the tune of $5 million in '08. What's ahead for Indian Wells? That's the subject of our newsmaker tonight. Joining us live in the newsroom, Mayor Pro Tem of that fine city, Ed Monarch. Ed, how you doing?
Good, Chris. How are you tonight?
I am fine, sir. So it sounds like everything's up to date in Indian Wells, and yet you're a town that relies heavily on resorts and people coming in to vacation in our beautiful valley. It was down a bit, but you still did well, apparently.
Yeah, we're on a good path right now, Chris. Even though our tourism business is down slightly, in fact, a little bit more than slightly, we've had plans in place to prepare for that and to protect ourselves against a downturn like this.
Now, you spent a lot of money. You did a great job, but you spent a lot of money on the Indian Wells Golf Resort, that new clubhouse. You renovated the 2 golf courses. Is that paying off for you, or is that causing you a little bit of problem on the bottom line?
Well, this is we're just completing our first year of operation. It'll be July 1st will be a year. But the good news is that our clubhouse operations, the food and beverage, has been far above anticipated revenues that we had ever projected. On the golf side, we're doing the number of rounds that we had anticipated, but we're not performing at the average daily rate that we had hoped for, and that's directly attributable to the downturn in the tourism economy.
Is that one reason, Ed, why I understand you've changed your golf management company? You've gone from OB Sports, I believe, out of Scottsdale. You're talking with the folks at Troon now. Is that accurate?
We are. That contract is just about set. I expect it will be signed within the next couple of days. The reason we did that is not because we were getting poor performance from OB Sports, but we think we're ready for the next level. And Troon is the company that can take us there. And we're looking forward to working with them very closely.
Let's now move, let me see, my direction's right. It would be a little bit east of Renaissance Esmeralda, that patch of land there. Are they still calling it the Crossing? What's the status on that?
That's not much has been done on that recently. The economic downturn has stopped financing capabilities, and right now it's on hold.
So any idea? I mean, is that just all dependent on the nation's economy and getting people in there? And if so, what is planned there? Is it still going to be retail and also residential?
Yes, that's the plans. Nothing's going to happen until the credit markets open up. As you know, the economic news has been a little better the last 4 weeks, so we're hoping to see some progress. The big news in terms of development will be the larger project around the tennis gardens, 64-acre mixed use. That seems to be proceeding a little better on target.
Okay, and you're still doing well. I mean, I guess there's some question about whether the Skins game comes back because they don't have a sponsor, but you've got the NBA coming back to the tennis garden for a game, and of course the tennis we're looking at right there still does very well and gives you a lot of terrific publicity nationally via television.
It really does. It's televised all over the world. There's 330 hours of television that goes to Asia. They broadcast every single match, unlike the United States where we don't get quite that kind of coverage. But it's amazing worldwide on that particular thing. And we're very lucky to get a new sponsor this year, PNB Paribas, the French bank, 5th largest bank in the world. And that was quite a coup.
All right, Ed Monarch, Mayor Pro Tem of Indian Wells. Ed, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Nice to be here. Thanks, Chris.